Hey traders, and welcome to another weekly Forex Market Forecast. As you can see, this chart of Bitcoin. We will see what has been happening with Bitcoin and crypto over the weekend. That's why I didn't upload the video yesterday. I was waiting for today. There is a very good reason behind it, and we will see why this is an amazing opportunity for those that seek to buy in the market of crypto, and generally how this market is only for the patient and not for the impatient traders. So firstly, let's start with the dollar index as we usually do. Let's analyze a little bit what we had in the couple of previous months and understand the market cycle right here. So from October 2023, we had a drop in the dollar index, and from 28th of December 2023, we have started a cycle to the upside. This is a double move higher, which can see the dollar index touching this area right here, 106.6. It's not guaranteed that will happen, but this is the most likely chance we will open the week with a small pullback and another push up. It doesn't need to happen, but this is the most probability chance move we can see. And from there, we will expect a reaction lower. As you have seen, we have found support from these levels right here, and the dollar index has been doing a double correction higher, and from there it's going to see a decent reaction to the downside, and this is also why we will see in the next couple of charts the expected moves we can expect from the upcoming week onwards in the market. And this is why this market is only for the patient and not the impatient. We have seen a lot of big moves in the market lately, which of course they are meant to confuse a lot of traders, and also before you can find a decent setup, if you are not impatient, you are losing your trading account, and if you don't know how to use proper risk management. So this is what we can see in the dollar index coming ahead very soon. After a small drop, another push higher is likely before we can see a decent reaction to the downside from this area right here. For the dollar yen, by the way, this is an 8-hour chart. I'm just showing to you guys also the bigger picture. Of course, there are many things we do not cover here on YouTube. You can consider become a member to see more of our analysis and what we explain to the members also during the week and during the live sessions. So I'm just highlighting the fact how dollar yen has been moving as well in an uptrend like the dollar index since 28th of December 2023, with multiple areas of key support. And what we can see next is that the market can still push to the upside, but is at the last stages where it's going to see a pullback. Of course, we don't know how deep the pullback is going to be, but what we are just trying to show here to people is that you should not chase this market to the upside. It's very soon is going to turn into some weakness and is going to see a fall. Okay, this is what we can see in the dollar yen coming soon in the market. For the euro dollar, very similarly, of course, to the dollar index. So you can do the math here and see the relationship between the two, of course, because we are measuring euro dollar as the dollar index chart but inverse. So in this case, we have been in a corrective downtrend type of complex structure from 28th of December 2023. What we can expect next is to see some sort of bounce with another push lower. It's not guaranteed that this push lower can break the low one more time, but this is what we can see. The market will absorb some time with this move up and then a down move before it gives us a decent bounce. So this is what we can see ahead coming in the euro dollar as well, and this is how you should be looking if you are interested in trading the pair. Of course, this is not the time to be selling. This is the time that buyers will be looking to defend and push this one at least for a bounce for the time being. Pound dollar, as you can see, it was also in a downtrend from the 8th of March 2024. For our members, you know what type of structure this is. I'm not going to explain it here. So of course, if you want to figure out what type of structure it is, you can consider becoming a member and understand it. We can see something similar over here in the pound dollar, a small bounce with another push lower. Again, this can also be something like this. It doesn't have to make a new low, but we are just sharing the most probable path right here. And then the pound dollar is going to see at least a decent bounce from this low to these highs right here before anything else can take place. So if we are looking to trade pound dollar for the near future from the upcoming week onwards, is going to be waiting for a buy setup. Pound yen, for the pound yen, we can expect after this move we got last week some continuation lower with a bounce going to be happening soon, and then the market most probably is going to see another drop to the downside, and this is going to be a beginning of a part of another pullback or corrective structure right here. So this is what we can see happening next. We are not interested for any buy setups. We have been saying for a couple of weeks that the structure in the yen pairs were not so clear, and now they seem to be starting this move to the downside, which can create opportunities down the line. For the time being, we are expecting a little bit more downside over here with a bounce and then another move to the downside, so we are not looking for any buy setups in this pair. For the EURUSD, this has been a textbook corrective structure to the downside. We have been saying that since those highs right here, we expected more downside. Right now, the market is doing some sort of a correction and is going to fail for another move to the downside at minimum. And then we will see how the market will behave later on, if there's going to be enough strength to break the lows from 2nd of January 2024 or not. But regardless of the case, we are expecting after this bounce at some point within the week or the next week to see a move to the downside. So we are not looking for any buy setups in the Euro Aussie either. For gold, this was amazing. We have been saying from this week over here in the third week of March that the market is going to shoot to the upside. It has moved about, as you can see from these levels right here, about $270 or so. So that was a massive move, and we are expecting more upside still in the gold. So we will expect something like this as a corrective move, something similar to this one over here. And then ideally the market should give us another high before anything else takes place. However, for our traders, as you know, we are not trading gold at this extended stage. We have other things that we are managing at the moment, which have more value and better risk management for our portfolio. But regardless of the case, we are not interested in any sell setups at gold at this stage. It's also likely that the market can do something like this. This is also possible. Can start a sideways move like this and then go up again. Regardless of the case, for us, this is going to be the most probable path, but we are not going to be trading it personally. In either case, gold at the moment, it's entering at a stage that at some point is going to see a pullback, but it doesn't look ready right now. There is still another push to the upside that we can see taking place. Now let's go over to Bitcoin and let's see what has been happening over the last few days. Generally, this is a sideways consolidation before they move the market to the upside. As you know, in a couple of days, there is Bitcoin halving happening right now. Of course, this move lower is part of this corrective move. As you can see right here, it goes like this, 1, 2, 3, before they move the market to the upside. Bitcoin should still see another cycle to the upside before anything else takes place. Those are extension areas of support over here. And of course, they need to make sure, because there are still impatient traders and greedy traders, that they use leverage. And if you use leverage buying crypto coins, this is what will take place. They need to make sure everybody of those traders are out. They wipe them out before they move the market to the other direction. This is typical, and this is why you need to know the market before you enter in any trades. Of course, we have been explaining to our members what we are looking at in terms of the crypto market and why this pullback is an amazing opportunity to buy again. Despite on what you can see in the news about war, Iran and Israel and so on and so forth, this pullback would have happened anyway because of the move in the dollar in the last few weeks. So this is just a consolidation over here for another push to the upside, and this is an amazing opportunity for those who look to buy specific crypto coins. If you want to figure out a few of those options, feel free to join us. Our membership link is in the description. We cover in the live sessions as well, and we are going to explain to our members on Monday a few more details about the move that we've seen lately. So consider joining, get educated, get the right information, and trade on the right side of the market. So this is what I can tell you for crypto. This dip is an amazing opportunity to buy specific cryptos out there that should give you a nice push to the upside from the next week onwards. For oil, we are still in the extension area right here that goes up to $90 price range. Most likely we are going to see a push to the downside with another push up before the market goes down. It doesn't need to happen. We can get a push to the downside, some corrections right here, and then push lower again. Despite of the situation, as far as we are below 90, oil remains overall the biggest move should be to the downside. We are not looking for any trade setups at the moment from our traders, but despite of the case, we can see one more push to the downside, maybe another push to the upside before it drops. So this is going to be an ending structure right here before we see a reaction to the downside in oil. This is gas. We have been explaining for natural gas for the last couple of weeks, especially from this area right here. We have been anticipating a move to the downside for new lows before we see a bounce in gas. Especially as far as the market stays below the price range of $2 over here. We are not expecting this market to go to the upside, and it's going to remain trapped within this type of ending channel. So most likely we are going to see a small bounce to the upside, and then it's going to fail for another low, which can see the area of 148.8 to 122.8, but most probably 148.8 to 1.39ish. This is the highest probability chance to see gas heading to before it can give us a decent bounce later down the line. So at the moment, we are not looking for any trade setups in gas until the structure gets clear and we know where we are heading next. From the indices, this weekend we have decided to add the US 30 Dow Jones. Despite of the case, all the indices, we can see them giving us at least a decent bounce to the upside anytime from next week onwards. So regarding the US 30, we can see some consolidation over here, maybe a small new low, but the market ideally should be getting ready for at least a bounce to retest these levels right here at minimum. 39,300 to 400 area before anything else takes place. So at this stage we are only looking for buy setups in across the US indices at least. And this is what we can explain next happening in the market. Is not going to collapse in a straight line. Some of the indices can still make new highs as well. So if you want to figure out which ones are those, feel free to join us, of course, with the link in the description, and attend the live sessions if you are a premium member, and we are going to give you much more in-depth analysis and information. And of course, to conclude our session, we are going to have a look at two ETFs, the 3Qs and the GDX. As you know by now, the 3Qs have a very similar price behavior and action in relationship to the NASDAQ futures or US 100 from the cash indices, same idea. We are expecting some sort of consolidation over here before we see the next push higher, which is likely to see new highs above 20th of March over here. So overall, this is a sideways consolidation for another push to the upside in the 3 Qs. So we are only looking for a possible buy setup and not looking to sell at this stage. Even if there is a small chance to see another small spike to the downside, the market should still behave and push to the upside for minimum a bounce to retest the highs. So let's have a look at the GDX next. As you can see, it has been pushing up higher since 28th of February 2024. So it gives support as well to gold and the other metals. So what we can see next, it's a likely over here some sort of consolidation, and ideally we need to see another push to the upside before anything else takes place. Regardless of the case, we are getting ready for this last push higher, and then we will see a bigger sideways to pullback cycle in the GDX. But for the time being, the price action and the cycle remains to the upside overall. So with that note, guys, thank you so much for watching another weekly market forecast. Of course, one weekly market forecast is not going to be enough for most of the traders. That's why we have a service. Feel free to check out the links in the description. We do have also our trusted recommended broker, One Royal, for your Forex, commodities, indices, and ETFs trading. We are actually uploading also a lot of educational videos to help you out understand how to do certain things in your trading. However, the biggest value, if you are looking to become a successful long-term and high-quality trader, feel free to become a member with the link in the description through BMC page. If you have any questions, feel free to leave us a comment or send us an email at support@roiforecast.com, and we will be happy to get back to you within the day. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your weekends, and we are going to see you in the next video.